All right, all right, all right. I think we're live. We're live. You tell me if I'm live. I don't know if I'm live. Hey guys, Rick Bailey here from the Fultz Bailey Model Railroad. Got my little buddy over here who's going to hang out with us for a little bit. What are we going to do today? I don't know. I didn't have much time to prepare for this one, and unfortunately, I don't have any boxes that are in from Caboose Stop Hobbies. But I do have a special announcement that's going to help you guys out. And I want to explain to you some changes that are going on here in the studio that I think you guys are going to like when it comes to my video editing. So before we get to all that, let's get over to the girl that we all know and love. You want to see her. I miss her. It's only been a week. Here comes Rita. All right. So, what do we want to get into first? Hey, buddy. Um, I don't know. I'll tell you what. Before we get into all the good news and all the changes, well, first of all, you know how everyone says, especially Heath, you never make any changes to your video setup or your live stream setup before you go live. Well, I have literally spent all day down here in the basement um, changing things. I should probably have not done it today, but I think I have all the bugs worked out. If not, bear with me. We'll get them. We'll get them all fixed up. But first things first. Let's go over and say hi to everyone over in chat and see what they are talking about. Let's jump over to the participants list. All right, over there to my right, your left, is the participants list, which probably is gonna pop real soon because I could see there's 31 of you here and there's not a lot of names in there. If you don't see your name on that list, it's because you haven't said anything in chat. It does fluctuate and it goes through and it weeds out people who don't speak. So if you want to be recognized, you want me to say hello, you got to talk in chat. Just say hi to everybody, let everyone know that you're here, and we'll run through the list. I don't know why it's not updating. Let me pull it up. There it is. Did you see that pop? All right. So let me get my list up because I can't see it that small on that screen. And I get my mouse too. Let's see. We'll start off alphabetical order as always. On the top, Anthony Dodge, Opa Dodge, the model train outsider is here. Artie from the Oz American Model Railroading is here. Tim CP368 Productions. Derail Daryl is in the house. Hello, brother. Of course, I am here. I think I'm here. JD Grandpa Rails is in the house. Heath from Humanity Junction is hanging out. Joe Rader is hanging out also. Joe Benicki is down there in chat also. Curly Express, Dwight, welcome aboard, brother. Good to have you here. Lynn McCurdy is here. Alan from the Mason-Dixon Railroad is here. Bernard from Mini Prince, thank you for stopping in. I appreciate it. Nathan DeLay is also hanging out. No Freight Near Me, Richard. That's a good name. I like that one. Welcome aboard. Thanks for coming by. I hope you enjoy it. Rail Artist is here. Of course, Raybo Bell is also here. The guy almost had my head chopped off yesterday, but I survived and I'm still kicking. Ron Moen is here. Sparky 107 in the house. Thank you for coming, Sparky. Split Rock is here. Hey, Thomas. Stormy Sky Rail Productions also here. Thank you for stopping by. The High Plains Drifter is in the house. The Plumber 33, Steve, thanks for stopping in and always bringing up the bottom of the list, but never last, is Wigwag Workshop, or as I know him as 3Dub. All right, let's get that out of the way. How do I get back to where I want to go? Oh, it's got to be this button here. There we go. Hey, all right, there's the big me. All right, so one other thing about the list there's a bunch of people over in chat that are just hanging out. I saw some discussions going on. I can't remember exactly who it was, but I think it was Grandpa Rails that popped in and said first. So who's the first one in the chat tonight? But you're going to also notice that over there's a bunch of people that are in blue and have wrenches next to them. I lovingly call them the Smurfs. They're in charge of chat, and they're going to keep you guys in line and me on track. So thank you guys for hanging out, and thank you for keeping all the baddies away. I appreciate it much. So just two things on the agenda tonight. I have been playing around with OBS, and I probably should not have. And I made a couple changes, and I'm hoping it's working. Let's see. Chat's working. All right. I'm able to get my little blurb there. That's good. Who gets out of line? Mostly me. Mostly me, I got to admit. You guys seem to be great. I wonder if you have Sparky as a moderator in chat. Just curious. Okay, so this has come up before. I don't have Sparky as a mod, but Sparky does have rights to post up links. And the reason I did that was because everybody has Sparky as a moderator. And when he's a moderator, he does a damn good job. And when he's over in my chat, I don't want him to work so hard. I want him to relax and enjoy chat. But if I need him to throw up a link or two, I'm hoping that he would proudly do it. But in the meantime, don't worry about moderating anyone. Just hang out. Breathe, brother. Take a day. Us in chat out of line never happens. Never happens. Chat is flying by. I can hardly keep up. Yeah, I thought so too. I like Sparky a lot, and I just want him to chill. I've met Sparky twice now. And enjoyed his company twice. Once at Stroudsburg back in May, and just down in Timonium just a few weeks ago. And I can honestly tell you, twice in a year, it's good enough for me. Just kidding, pal. Just kidding. Poor Sparky. So what kind of changes have I made? Hey, Ian, it's good to see you. So, I'm gonna have to move you soon because you're getting in my way. So I'm not sure how many of you remember the kind of setup that I have. I've got a desktop computer that sits over there in the corner. I've got one main screen in front of me that I try and keep everything that I need mainly on that screen. That's what I do most of my viewing on. Most of my internet is right there, my email, all that, and StreamYard. So StreamYard stays right there. So I also have a monitor just to the right of that that's in the vertical position, and that's where I keep my OBS. Everything is split out, so you'll often see me looking over there. That's kind of like where this chat goes when you guys see it down here. Rather than using the StreamYard one, I use it through Social Stream, and it seems to work a lot better, but it does revert my attention over there because I know the camera is over there. I also have a very small monitor up top above that. It's only about yay big, and it keeps some other docks from OBS over there that I can keep switching back and forth from. Underneath of me, right here below the main screen, I've got a tablet that I use that has a program on it that I can program buttons that work with OBS. So when I want to change screens or, like, say, get rid of my little buddy, all I have to do is push a button And that all happens on its own, pre-programmed by me. So what did I add? Well, I'm not sure if you can notice, but my microphone here is a little different. It's got this cage around it now, which I absolutely love. But it was on this real short little extension bar. And the problem I had was, prior to changing the setup, when I would go over to this side, because this is where I do all my modeling work on this side of the L-shaped desk, I would be working over here, and all you guys would see is my side profile. And also the monitor, or the microphone, was in such a place where it was over here, and you guys couldn't hear me because I'm over here talking and the microphone's over there. So now I've got it on this cool little extendable arm, so I can move that around and put it wherever I want, which is so convenient. Also, you'll notice right behind me, behind the coffee maker, or in front of the coffee maker, which reminds me, let's get the coffee brewing. You'll see I've got my ring light here, which previously used to be back behind the table so that I could have a light shining on top of my my stuff that I was building. Hey, Georgia Sunbelt, Anthony, welcome aboard, bud. Thanks for stopping in. But the problem I had with that was the camera was mounted to the ring light, and you only got the shot from above, which made it real difficult to see what I was building because of the one angle, and also the ring light kind of washed everything out. It changed colors in video. I wasn't digging it. So I got another arm. Actually, the arm that I got, that I took from the microphone here, I put the camera on that, and I changed the view so that now you guys will see, you'll see this. And the reason that you're seeing this on, I'm going to turn off the flashing firelight. There we go. The reason that you're seeing this is because I added another computer, a laptop, on that side of the desk, and I loaded OBS on it, and OBS is actually transmitting that view over to the OBS over on this computer, which is allowing me to look at you while I'm working. Another thing that you might notice, and I just realized I made a goofy mistake, I added a green screen behind me, which is really, really cool because I can put my logo on it. But now I'm also noticing that just before I came down here, I changed out of my pajamas and I put on a green shirt. And that green shirt is now clashing with my backdrop. So if I do this, you can't see me. Jeez, I'll tell you. Why OBS and StreamYard and not just StreamYard? I will tell you why. Because in StreamYard, you are limited to some of the things that you can do. Whereas in OBS, you could do a lot and then just push that feed into StreamYard. For example, you can't do a split screen like this and show over there would be my participants list, which I've already closed. That's why it's empty. You can't do that in StreamYard. You also can't do a split camera like you see me up here and also see what I'm working on down here. Another thing, which I'll get into in a minute, but you can set up a whole bunch of things in OBS where you guys know I like to be silly, and I've got my logo that comes in, and you know he likes to do tricks. When he gets all excited, he jumps around. That's all programmed in StreamYard. I've also got some funny sounds that I can do. I'm sorry, not in StreamYard, in OBS. I've got some funny sounds that I have all programmed in OBS. So it works out better. It's a lot to do. It's a lot to program. If I would show you my OBS, it's insane. Some of the things that I've got programmed in here. And one of the things that I normally do that I always forget to do is I can kick things in like this and say, I'm Rick, and this is Sidetrack Sunday. We're here at 8 o'clock on every Sunday. Let me duck down here so you can see me. 8 o'clock every Sunday. And then it'll flip over and it'll do one of these. And it'll say Fultz Bailey Model Railroad. So yeah, those are just some of the changes that I did. I added that laptop over there so I can get that view. And I think that's going to help me a lot better when I do my recordings, not so much when I'm on live. Obviously, if I want to show you guys something, I would go over to the desk, but mainly it's for recording the videos of the builds that I do for you guys. But another cool thing is I can switch over to a screen like this, which brings me into my second topic. Look at that handsome devil. And I can show you guys a slideshow of pictures. Now, look at that. That is Rick the Tree. So where did these images come from? Well, thank you to Bernard from Mini Prints. When I met him down in Timonium, down in Baltimore, he brought his whole rig for scanning people. And I stepped up on the little rotator thing and I got scanned and he took my whole image. I'm surprised he could fit it all on one screen. He did have to adjust the cameras a little bit just to fit me in. But then the awesome thing was he put in that little Christmas tree right there. And he took this idea that I came up with, and I basically had to stand there on the thing with my hand out like that because the tree wasn't there. And I held that pose for, I don't know, like 3 minutes while I ran round and round and round. And then Bernard was cool enough to put the tree right under me, which was great. And I think it came out perfect. So I got to talking to Bernard, and I gifted one of the mugs to Bernard, and we got to talking about that and how I've been putting the stuff out there, and we came up with an awesome idea that we think it's going to help you guys, and I think I'm loving it. I'm loving it. So I got to talking to Bernard, and we got the Rick the Tree. I've got mine already ordered. Mine are on the way, but what Bernard was able to set up for me for the next month, we're gonna run this until I think the STS holiday show, which I think is the 18th. Don't quote me on that. I think it's the 18th of December, but I'm not 100% sure. But anyway, this deal is going to run until December the 18th. That is set in stone. I was able to work with Bernard, and we set up so that if you go over to Mini Prints, go to miniprints.com, go onto the website, all you have to do is buy one thing. Buy one thing. Buy one thing from Mini Prints, and then use the code RICKTREE. Use the code RICKTREE. If you put that in when you do your purchase, Bernard is not only going to send you what you ordered, but he's also going to send you a Rick the Tree for free. So you'll get two things for the price of one. Again, this promotion is only going to run for a little over a month, just until about Christmas time. When the STS holiday show comes up, whenever that will be, December 18th is the last day that you can do this. So go over to miniprints.com, put in an order, small order. Maybe it's just one thing. Doesn't really matter, but you have to buy something from Bernard. Use this code right here, RICKTREE, when you check out, and Bernard will send you free for you. That guy right there. You can have it on your layout. Now, I'm only asking you to do one thing. You get it absolutely free. There's no charge to you. What I want you to do is it's going to come just like that. It's going to be unpainted. All I'm asking you to do is paint your Rick the Tree and then do a short little video and say, look how I did mine. And I want to see everybody's Rick the Trees. I just want you to do a little video and show it off. I want to see a Rick the Tree on everybody's layout. There's no reason why anybody should not have a Rick the Tree. You're getting a Rick the Tree for free. Once again, head over to Mini Prints, miniprints.com. Use this code. It's only good for the next couple weeks. Get yourself a Rick the Tree. So those are the two things. Unfortunately, that's all I had. There's that code again, flashing on the screen still. I kind of blew through everything. Let's see what's going on in chat because I got nothing else. Tom's Trains and Things showed up. Hey, Tom, good to see you. Oh, so let's talk about yesterday. The scan will one day be used to preserve humanity. Well, considering the fact that Heath also got scanned, it might be his humanity that lasts forever, not mine. There we go. Tom's here. Hey, Tom. All right, Rusty stopped in. Hey, Rusty, good to see you, bud. So let's talk about yesterday. Funny story. So a couple weeks ago, as you know, Ray and I went. Ray and a bunch of others, a bunch of other people. The day after Timonium, we went over to the B&O Railroad, and we got to hang out. Dorito Tom's. Hey, just a thought, while you're over there, thanks to Doritos gave me an idea. When you go to miniprints.com, just remember Plumber is on there, Tom is on there, Heath is on there, I'm on there, and I feel like there's a fifth person. Who could that be? Thought he was a Canadian fella. Oh, yeah, Sparky's on there also. So you could get the 5 of us and make it a complete set. But just remember to use the code because I'm the only one who comes for free. I feel a contest in the works. No, I'm not gonna. Nope, I'm not gonna make this a contest. I'm not. No. You guys, you can deal with painting your little figure, and I'm not gonna care. I just want to see it. That's all. No big deal. No big deal at all. Anyway, so we went down to the Baltimore Railroad Museum, and we had a great time. It was such a great day. We got to meet a bunch of people over at Timonium, Bernard included. And then we hung out at Ray's house. We went over to the museum the next day. The next day turned out to be a pretty warm day, but there were a bunch of us who had our jackets on, and halfway through the day, as we were hanging outside, my son, who I took with me, who was 4 years old, gave me that look and said, "Daddy, I'm hot. Take my jacket off." So I did that. And of course, I took mine off too because it was kind of warm. And I set them down on the railing right next to the garden display outside. And we all got to talking. And of course, I turned my back on the jackets and I left them right there at the museum. Now, the museum for me is like a 2 hour, maybe 2 hour and 15-minute drive away. So immediately I texted Ray and said, "Hey, Ray, you'll never guess what I did. I left my jackets over at the museum." And he said, "No problem, no big deal. I'll stop over there. I'll pick them up. Just let me know what they look like. Da da da. Maybe give them a call, tell them that I'm coming, and I'll get you your jackets." I'm like, "All right, great, awesome. We got that covered." So Ray went over. Ray got the jackets. He's been holding on to them for a little bit, and then he sent me a text the other day and said, "Hey, why don't we get the two families together and we'll do some lunch? We'll pick a place somewhere in between. So order a Heath and get a free Rick and Tree. Then order Sparky and get a second Rick and Tree. Then order the Plumber and Tom and get a third Rick and Tree." I don't know if that's going to work, especially since you basically just told Bernard that's what you were doing. Yeah, I'm not going to touch that one. I'll leave that to Bernard to figure it out. That's a lot of postage, though. Hey, John, no worries, brother. No worries at all. We always cover each other's back. No big deal. Glad to do it for you. So where did I leave off? So Ray's got my jackets now, right? So he says, "Hey, let's get the families together so they can meet and we'll all hang out." And I'm like, "Great. Yeah, let's do that." So he sends me one place. He says his wife, hang on, let me see if I can get it right cuz I always mess it up. I always think it's Donna, but I believe it's Dawn. I'm going to go with Dawn. Ray will correct me if I'm wrong. So Dawn sends Ray a restaurant and says, "Hey, how about this?" He cleared it with me. Unfortunately, my wife doesn't like that particular restaurant, so we said, "Let's find something else." So he said, "All right, let me look." A couple days went by, and he says, "Hey, here's a place I think Rachel found. How about this?" Or maybe it was Dawn. Dawn probably found it, and he sends it to me, and I'm looking at it on my phone, and I'm thinking, "This has got to be a joke. There's no way." So I texted him back and I said, "Are you seriously considering taking a tree to the Sawmill Grill?" And all I got back was a bunch of ha ha ha's and laugh out louds because he didn't even put one and one together and figure it out. That the irony of the restaurant that his wife chose, which I don't think she even has an idea of Rick the Tree. So that's where we went. So we met there yesterday. I was able to get the jackets. My family, who 2/3 of them have already met Ray's family, at least my older two kids, um, have met them and hung out with them. They got to meet my wife Jen and my daughter Bella for the first time. And then, of course, Ray's whole family got to meet my side of the family, and they got everybody got to meet. Whatever. So we hung out at this place for a couple hours, had a great time. Um, and oh yeah, that's right, Nathan. DJ's on there too. So you got to do six. You got to get six. Yeah, because DJ's on there also. Get a little DJ. So you got to collect them all. Um, so we all hung out. Great food, great time. Um, yeah, great day, great day. And it's only 8:30, and I think I'm talking too fast. My mouth is getting dry, and I think I am literally out of things to say. Um, yeah, what else did we talk about here? Um, Ray and I had some good conversation yesterday about railroads, and my wife was asking him questions about how he got into model railroading and all that, and he explained his layout that he had at his parents' house. Um, and then him and I were going over some ideas about what I was going to do here. We're still kind of stuck. We got it halfway torn down. Um, there's just two more pieces of the puzzle that's still together because right now we're using them as like tabletop kind of things. Everything that was taken off of the railroad is on these two pieces. Um, hey, Derek, welcome in. Good to see you, brother. Um, so yeah, the layout is still in deconstruction mode. I've got a lot of good ideas. There were a bunch of people, thank you again, who took it upon themselves to come up with ideas, and they submitted to me their different layout designs. I'm not going to pick just one design. I'm going to try and take pieces of each. There were some things that I really, really liked um, from each of the designs. And of course, I have to work with John, and John and I have to put our 2 cents in and make it kind of our own. So that's coming also. Um, so yeah, nothing that I can share with you just yet. Just know that it's coming. With the holidays coming up, I don't know if much of it is going to get done. Um, it might wait until the new year. Um, but we'll have to wait and see. Maybe I can get John over here after Christmas and and we'll get another section started. Who knows? Who knows? Sore from working on my backdrop. Yeah, buddy, you, you've done some nice work on that backdrop, and I think I'm not sure if I will have the opportunity, but I'm gonna try and work that into the backdrop that we create. That is another thing that we never did um, on our layout here. John and I never did a backdrop, and everyone says that's probably the first thing that you would want to do before building the actual railroad, because after all, it is in the back. So rather than reaching over everything that you just built and wrecking it, um, the backdrop should go first. But we never did that. And again, that was because we didn't really care about it, because we just wanted to run trains. And we did that, and we had a great time running trains. Um, we had such a good time that we decided to tear it down and do it all over. Um, I have switched gears for a minute. Um, we are heavily looking into on this new layout, everything that everything that I had said that I wanted to change and I want to incorporate, more places for buildings, separating out. We're going from a 3-line main to a 2-line main, and trying to incorporate a helix, um, because we decided originally we were going to try and keep the bench work the way it was and then just rework the layout. But any which way that we tried to rework it, it kind of just ended up winding up looking like the same thing. And that's what I wanted to try and get away from. So the bench work is going. Like I said, we built that layout in modular pieces. So it was all basically like 3 foot by 3 foot sections almost, with the exception of two of the sides and the back wall. The one side was kind of really thin and really linear. I want to say it was maybe 2 foot by 6 foot long. Um, and then, of course, the back wall was pretty much like a 4 by 8 sheet of plywood. Um, oh, whose print are we talking about? Somebody's got a lot of resin in which print? Whose print? Am I behind in chat again? No, I'm up to date. Um, so I think we're kind of going to do the same concept, building it in sections, just so that it's portable. If I ever decide that I have to move, or I want to move it, or something like that, or swap rooms, then I can do that. So we'll probably do that, but I got to get the sections apart. Ooh, excuse me. I got to get the sections apart. Well, they are apart, and then kind of torn down. Get the 2x4s off of the plywood, and I'm kind of tinkering with the idea. I'm not sure if I'm going to go with it yet, but I think instead of doing just a hey, sidetrack Mike is here, or track side Mike. Let's do it that way. Um, instead of doing a plywood top, I want to try and see if maybe we can just do um, the extruded foam, like maybe 2 inches or maybe an inch or two of just extruded foam on the top. There's not a lot of places where we would have to lean over and put pressure on the top, so I'm not worried about falling through it. Besides being split up into like 3x3 sections, there's going to be a 2x4 or 2x3 somewhere that we can hang on to. So I'm not really worried about that much. Um, it'll be stable enough. I'll make it stable enough that it'll hold us up. Um, so we'll see how it goes. I'm thinking about, yeah, just doing, instead of doing the plywood. My only concern is the the switches for underneath. not 100% sure how I would get the switches to, or I'm sorry, not the switches, the tortoise machines to stick underneath of the foam. Has anybody ever tried that? Trying to get mounting a tortoise switch directly to extruded foam. I'd be curious to see. I know Tom's trains and things. I know he did something um where he took a section with the turnout in it, and he was doing something with the servos and mounted everything like inside a block of foam, and then just kind of recessed it into the layout. I remember that. Maybe I'll have to go back and look at that. Can you put Rick and Tree on a peanut butter lid? You could. You could. Why not? Uh that's a good question. I do remember seeing Bernard's coming up with another contest, right? So if you get your Rick the Tree before that contest is over, look, I don't want to give you no ideas. I don't want to give you any ideas. All I'm saying is this kind of fell into place right at the right time. Christmas is right around the corner. Rick the Tree in the scale of your choice. If it fits on a peanut butter lid, you might have some dynamite action there. But hey, listen, I don't want to skew the contest at all. But um where was I going? Completely lost my train of thought. Um Train has left the building. Oh, we were talking about the layout and the extruded foam. Um so yeah, the 2 inches of foam on top. Now, here's a funny thing. I don't know how this happened. Um, while we were taking apart the layout, obviously most of it was put in by screws. Um, the actual forms, the 3x3, or yeah, I'm sorry, yeah, 3x3. Now these words are not coming to my head, and I don't know why. The 3x3 sections were all put together using a pneumatic nail gun. Needless to say, that's the last time I'll ever do that. Um, a lot of blood, sweat, and tears were left on that framework. More blood than sweat and tears, unfortunately. Um, so yeah, that's not going to happen again. But we're taking the layout apart, and in the process of taking it apart, some of the screws were put in places where a normal drill could not get to. And I had this very small Black& Decker uh, screw gun that we were using to take out some of those screws. And somehow or another, I don't know how and or why, um, but now I can't find that screw gun. I have asked John. John has no clue. It was literally like we took like 3 screws out and then it just disappeared. Like there isn't really much place that it could have gone. So I don't know where it is. John doesn't have it. I know my son was running through the back room um all day. Oh, and I asked him, and he swears he didn't take it. I tried to bribe him. Um that didn't work either. Um so yeah, I don't know where any of it is. All right, so I just pulled up, I don't know why, but I just decided to go back into StreamYard, and I'm looking at that chat as opposed to the other chat. And there's a lot more happening in this chat than there is over in that chat. So forgive me if I missed a lot, but apparently it wasn't populating in the other screen. And I don't know why. All right, I'm just going to stick with StreamYard for the moment because that's where all the conversation is. DB Tech is here. Awesome. I'm betting there's probably some other people that there he is that I missed. Everybody's saying hello. Rick have a brain fart. No, I didn't have a brain fart. Screwdriver is in alternative. See, now all these chats are not popping up over in social stream, and I don't know why. Very strange. I was really kind of relying on that. I like that one better, but it's not working. Miss me? Miss who? I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, working on a Lionel HO engine. Awesome. Awesome. Wife saw the blood and hid it. No, the blood didn't come from the screwdriver. The blood came from the framing gun. So, long story short, we like I said, we were building the framework of the layout with a pneumatic framing gun, and everything was going great until like the last few boards, and I went to pop a nail into the end of a board and had my hand in the wrong place, and the nail went in and it hit a knot and it popped back out that way and went right into my palm. Thankfully, it was like right into the meaty part, didn't hit any bone or anything. But I went to lift my hand up and the entire layout came with it. And that's when I realized that it was in there. And I literally had to take my hand, slide it off the nail, and then lift it up. And then that's when the blood started rushing. And I had to go upstairs, grab some towels and things. Yeah, fun times. The nail hit 2 knots. Yeah. Hit a knot and then hit a nut. There's the mini print site. Everybody make sure you're subscribed to Mini Prints. Again, guys, go over to miniprints.com. Let's replay it. If you go to miniprints.com and make a small little purchase, I mean, make a big purchase. Doesn't matter how much you spend. Make a big purchase and help out Bernard, but definitely make a purchase. And when you're in the checkout area, make sure that you use keyword, not that one. Go away. That one. Make sure you use keyword Rick Tree. Use Rick Tree, and that will get you a free Rick the Tree figure for you to put on your layout. Bernard will do them in N scale, HO. So I had a talk with Bernard, and he actually wanted me to remind you of this. So the Rick the Tree, make sure you put in the notes of what scale you want it. He had a couple instances where people bought things from different scales. And so you're not going to, well, I'm not sure. Bernard, clarify this for me. If they go onto your website, do they put the Rick the Tree in the cart and purchase it with the code, or should they just put the code in and you'll know to send it? Rick the Tree. I hope Bernard's here so we can clarify that for us. Oh, did I forget to mention? Not only will Rick the Tree get you a free Rick the Tree, but Bernard's also throwing in 15% off your order. I don't know how I forgot to mention that. Yes. So you get a free Rick the Tree and 15% off for the next couple of weeks just before Christmas. Get your orders in. I'm going to tell you, it's a limited time offer. It's not going to be there forever. So if you want a free Rick the Tree, go to miniprints.com, put your order in, add the code for the 15% off, and to get Rick the Tree. While you're at it, buy a Sparky, buy a Heath, buy a Tom, buy a plumber, buy a DJ. Those are our 5 guys. Go there. Do that. If you want, we can wait. Go for it. We only got like 15 minutes left. I'm going to call it an early night tonight. Somebody just put up a comment that I want to see. The tree's available. There you go. NHOS and O scale. There you go. Free Rick. I need that on a t-shirt. Hey, maybe I'll work on that. 15% off just for adding Rick Tree. Now's a great time to buy. Yes. Go do it. Go get it. All right. Awesome. Rick with Spark. And just think, you can get all the guys. Here's what you do. Get all the guys, put them on your layout, and have them all surround the tree. We can all sing like Christmas carols. There you go. Tom, I have a challenge for you. Tom, you got to get all 6 guys, put them all around the tree, and then you got to program an Arduino so that when the train comes by, it plays Christmas carols. There's my challenge, Tom. Make it happen. We're all tree huggers. Yes, we're tree huggers. You can do an entire show of hooking up LEDs to Rick the Tree. Oh my gosh. Can you imagine? You would probably have to do that in O scale or even bigger. I don't know if you can get trees in there. I heard something about the band getting back together. I don't know much about it, but there's a band of brothers, and they're getting together. Stay tuned. The tree won't give me a mug. That's not true. I'll get you a mug. I just don't have any right now. I might cut down the tree during shipping. That's sad. It's attached to my hand. I don't know if you can cut the tree down. Oh, that one looked like Back to the Future Colt. Oh, geez. Yeah, good luck, Opa. I can't wait to get mine. I when I was talking to Bernard, my shipment's gonna go out tomorrow. I got a whole bunch of things other than just my little guys. So yeah, it might take me that long to paint them also, but what band? I can't tell you the band. You got to know the band. You know, a bunch of guys that get together. They build things. I still don't have. You have a mug, but it's here. I haven't shipped it, but it's here. Maybe you'll get it for Christmas. I'll give it to Santa. Trees attached to where the nail was. Yes, it is. Oh God, it is, Alan. It is. If you look at the mini print, yeah, it really is. Did you use the pneumatic gun to attach the tree to your hand? Oh, geez, I shouldn't have told that story. Free wig with 10,000 pigeons you need to order. I think I did order some pigeons. They're coming in the order too. Yeah. Tree band instruments are all made of wood. That's right. That's right. The strings. Oh my. What are we checking out? Hey, Happy Valley Hobbies is here. How are you, bud? Good to see you. I'm going to do mini prints of all your logos and put them on your shirts. Oh my God. I would hope this. That's going to be awesome. That is going to be awesome. Anyone gives you a sticker, you can just put them on the poster behind the wall. Yeah, that's an idea. That's an idea. I could make an image and just put them on the green screen also on the other view. Because I should be able to, if I wasn't wearing a green shirt, I'd be able to do the this whole show from over there also. Be really, really cool. E. I'm gonna take R. Can I buy another vowel? I'm just being silly now. Alrighty. Great news, folks. My operation's been approved. Yeah. All right. Good. Get it done. Hey, there's my girl. How are you? Oh, here we go. F G H I Nissy J. Oh man. I need some ideas for industries that would take one or two hoppers of dry chemicals. I don't know. I can't help you there. Tourist customers at my friend stand. Second to last. Oh, neat. Very cool. Bernard's playing Hangman. I don't know if Bernard started it. Somebody else started it. Manshed's here. Where's Manshed? I see the name. There you go. I just joined. What did I miss? All right, Manshed, you missed two things. You got to go back. I'm not explaining all my setup and OBS stuff, but I ran through how I changed my setup. The most important thing, Manshed, you got to go to miniprints.com. Buy some figures from Mini Prints. There's a Tom, there's a Rick the Tree, there's a Sparky, there's a Plumber, and there's a Heath from Humanity Junction. I'm missing somebody. I always forget the sixth man. Tom, Sparky, Plumber, DJ. DJ's the sixth man. Anyway, when you make your purchase from Mini Prints, doesn't matter how much you purchase, use this code when you're checking out, and that's going to get you a free Rick the Tree. So you'll only have to buy 5 of them because you'll get me for free. And you'll get 15% off of the other of what you purchased. So go there now. We'll wait. Do the disappearing trick again. I don't know. You know, the disappearing trick. So we go over here to the camera. You can see, wait, I moved my camera. I hit it when I was doing something or other. There. So that's going to be the view, right? And you can see here, you know what? I did this. I did make a view. Let's go here. So this is that camera. So green screen behind me, green shirt on me, and now I'm gone. It's a headless Rick. What happened to my head? I don't know. Ray chopped my head off. You guys are silly. Floating head is back. Carbon black mainly used to strengthen rubber in tires. So, oh, that's a cool idea. Floating head. That's me. Well, it's not a floating head, floating arms, floating body, maybe. I don't know where the head went. Thanks for the acid flashback, Rick. Yeah, I wish I could see it, but my head's gone. Tom made my day. Yeah. Next time I know not to wear the green shirt. And then I'll be all right. I do have to change some lighting around here because you can see when I put the green screen on, it's not absolute. There's some graininess to it, and I think that's because of the lighting. There's only one light right above me. You can see the shadow. So I want to try and maybe get some lights on the side just to light that thing up and get it more crisp image. All those figures are under the heading of Mini Me. Yep. Somebody threw the link up a little while ago. A bunch of people threw the link up, actually. Just trying to scroll through chat, see if it comes up. Yeah, here's one that there you go. Miniprints.com. Oh, nope. I believe it's a / mini me. There we go. Somebody tells it up. It'll get up there. Yeah. Well, I managed to get through an hour, even though I didn't have really much to say. But I appreciate you guys hanging out. It's been amazing. There it is. There's the Rick the Tree. All right. But don't forget everybody else. We need oh, yeah. Yeah, that's a good point, Sparky. We need a Bernard. I don't know how Bernard's going to put himself on the little spinny thing and take the picture at the same time. I'd sure as hell like to see it, though. Absolutely. We do need one. I just remembered the reason why Rick hasn't given you a mug yet is partially my fault. It'll be worth the wait. No, well, I'm not going to say anything. You had a lot to talk about. Yeah, I think I made I think I made up good time. I made up good time. It's coming from Australia. I can tell you it took 21 days just to get a mug there. You might be waiting a little while, Tina. Oh. All right, gang. Well, you've heard my silliness. You stood with me and hung out for the only hour that I have. I would love to go longer, but I got to go get these kids to bed. I can hear them upstairs running around like crazy. So, as always, rail riders, let's ride these rails together. Again, thank you so much for hanging out. And I will catch you at the holiday show, whenever that may be, coming up in December. Next week, who follows second week? Heath or Jason? I can't remember. I can't keep track of you guys. I'm only here like once every 5 weeks. You just happen to get me 2 weeks in a row. All right. Sidetrack Sunday next week, Sunday, 8:00. Somebody will be on there. It's not going to be Ray. It's not going to be me or John. Check in with either Heath or Jason, and they'll be live. But yeah, I will see you guys. And remember, over here, that way, I got a cool video on how to make some trees. Down there, there's a playlist with all my DPM kits. And then right below me is that like button and subscribe. Hit that. I'll see you.